Freemasonry is the most well-known secret society, and over the centuries, there's been lots of symbols that's been associated with it. The square and compass being the most obvious. Notice the G in the center, which is also sometimes replaced by a 7, as in the 7 days of creation, the 7 chakras, the 7 classical planets, the 7 alchemical operations, the 7 major glands of the endocrine system. If you had all 8 possible glands, you would be what is considered a true hermaphrodite. Otherwise, you just sound confused. Now, guess what the 7th letter of the English alphabet is? G. The all-seeing eye is known as the eye of providence in modern English, but the Masons stole this concept from the ancient wisdom of Kabbalah. See, ayin, the 16th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, means eye. Again, 1 plus 6, as in 16, equals 7. Ayin is a homonym, I guess, of ain, spelled with an aleph, not an ayin. Spelled this way, it means no thing, as in Ein Sof Ur, the light of no end, a mystic name of the unbegotten creator of everything. This is authentic Kabbalah. It's all wordplay. We're not adding numbers and trying to make things fit. They just fit. It's like comparing sarcasm to irony. Now, as I showed in the previous Sacred Geometry Kabbalah creation story, Ein Sof Ur is the creator. And another parallel I didn't mention in that video is that the Christian Bible's first verse, Genesis 1 verse 1, starts with 7 words. Bereshit 1, bara 2, Elohim 3, et 4, Hashamayim 5, ve'et 6, haaretz. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. 7, not in English, but in Hebrew, the language it was written in. Speaking of, according to Eichbacher, the Kabbalistic system of arranging the Hebrew alphabet in groups of 9 by the numbers the letters represent, we see that Ayin falls in the 7th group. So Ayin is associated with Ein Sof Ur, God, because it's a play on words, and also I, because the letter is called Ayin, which means I. And we see this name, number 7, being associated with it all the time, right? And even more interesting, and if you look at the Kabbalistic creation story, you'll see that the circumpunct, the point in the circle, represents creation. It's the fertilized egg of creation, the seed of life. This is an ancient symbol for the sun and Sol, and also kind of looks like a crudely drawn eye. You see how all of this is connected? Weirdly enough, light comes from spherical objects, or at least objects that emit light in all directions, like a sphere. And our eyes receive light. Our eyes are spheres that receive light, but focus it on a single point so we can see. If you look closely at the eye of providence, it always has rays shining behind it like a sun. That's because it represents Sol. The eye is the circumpunct, like I said. It looks like Homer's eye. Homer from The Simpsons' eye. And it represents Sol. So that eye is shining like the sun, as I showed earlier. And the fact that the eye absorbs light, but this eye also emits it, shows that God is inconceivable and he sees all. And if you think that was it, it gets deeper. Ayin is the 16th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, like I showed. And each letter is associated with a tarot card from the major arcana. Ayin is associated with the devil card. Note that Ayin can also mean knowledge. Okay? And who is the God of knowledge again? The light bearer. Okay, become enlightened, awaken the knowledge within you. This card doesn't literally refer to the devil, or does it? It's all symbolic, and it represents addictions, restrictions, like Saturn, Saturn, the 7th planet, which also just so happens to be the ruler of Capricorn, which is also known as the sea goat. Colloquially, that's also linked to the devil card. and it's a cardinal earth sign, which is related to finances and wealth. And this is also just reinforces that this sign refers to our lower natures, because earth, the material realm, is as low as you can go, vibrationally speaking. And yes, Ayin is associated with Capricorn, and also with I'm not gonna go into detail about why it's associated. I'll make videos about that later, but this is assumed you actually know about these things, about astrology and tarot and all these things. It's all Kabbalah, it's all related. Anyway, don't read too much into the devil card though, because if you look closely at the card, you can see that those people can easily pull the chains off their heads and just walk away, but they're trapped in the cycle of addiction and unrestrained pleasure seeking, as noted by their nakedness. And just look where the guy's looking, man. Come on. See how he holds his hand out, motioning to the lady to come over for some fun? They refuse to see that their actions have consequences. And the devil card reminds us to reflect on our addictions and how we need to take responsibility for our own liberation. Okay, people expect gurus to just touch them and make them enlightened, and others depend on drugs to feel emotions or even spiritual. We're a society that's dependent on quick fixes. We don't want to put in the work. This again just shows, as above, so below. There's a reason for every opposite. Okay, now just a quick, just now just some quick facts. Things to make you go like, ooh, to show that the power of these Masons. Okay, let's look at how the Masons influence society. On September 29th, 2008, okay, the Dow Jones fell 777.7 points, which is the largest one-day point drop in history. Coincidentally, that's also about a 7% drop. Okay, 7 is a lot of sevens. Okay, Lehman Brothers failed on Sunday, which is the first day. Okay, like I showed in the previous video, Kabbalistic creation story, Sunday is the first day. You know it's the first day. If you look on the calendar, it's the first day. It always starts Sunday, and the last day is Saturday. The seventh day is Saturday. Like Saturn, like I showed earlier, Saturn is related to this. Oh my God, how can I be more obvious? Okay, so Lehman Brothers failed. They got bankrupted on Sunday, September 14th, 2008. So Sunday is the first day, 1, plus September is the 9th month, 9, plus 14 is 1 plus 4, right? 2 and 0, 0, and 8. So all of that together gives you 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. Now you think they only make money when the prices go up? You must be you joking. You must be joking, right? They make money when the prices go down as well. And they make a whole lot of money when everything crashes. Banks sell your debt to investors who get the profit off the interest. And when people default on their loans and mortgage-backed securities, guess who somehow makes money out of all of this? Okay, I'm going to go in detail of all of this. So a lot of more things I want to expose, but I just want people to understand that, bro, I know what I'm talking about. Okay? So like, subscribe, share, and comment. Let me know what's up. Have a good one.